I'm a bit in hurry. I've took the first pieces of wires I could find for a battery connector and the brand new 45 amps ESC. BL Helios will run Blue Jay in a second. A Matek F405WMN, which of course made the race for me today. Maiden BN180 dangling around on the wires. And the Express LRS EP1, same. Needs all to be flashed and to be calibrated. I guess enough 5.1 will do it today. No time to check out for enough 6. Let's see about this. I need to wire the ESCs to the motor, and then we're good to go. Will it fly? Is it worth it? Let's find out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Just FPV.
Hey guys, things are about to get serious. We have prepped the Grom with everything we had and put some balance in it with a 6 amp hours battery. Checked new stuff like ESC and motor. I've decided to take the old prop anyways, although I said I want to fly something else. We've sent out the elevators. Yeah, well, let's see where we end up.
Hello you beautiful people, and welcome to another dose of madness, the daily madness, the FPV madness we are showing you and living throughout the days and the trips we are on. Today is a bit sketchy day where we will take our 3D printed planes, the Groms you can see behind me, and we'll send them. Let's just let it stand like we sent them. We don't know if they get back. We don't know if they get down again in one piece, although we hope for it. So there are two different types of it. One is in PLA Plus, which was the recommended filament, and the other one is what were the others? PLA? Filament, huh? PETG. It's like this bottles with the lemonade within, you know. Feels like it, but it looks shiny and it looks even better than mine, I must admit. So I'm happy to have my wingman with me, and we are about to send them as mentioned. And have a look behind me. Yes, isn't it lovely? Well, back to the fact what we are doing. We are sending those, and as I mentioned, sending those will just be, let's toss it. I decided to go line of sight, although I installed a flight computer. I'm nervous, yes. So while everything is intact, I want to send a small shout out to all the guys who are currently following this, and thanks for watching for that. A shout out further to Olivier and to Skyglide. Guys, you made this, you showed you can fly this, and I will try this too, so hang on. We'll see what we're trashing in a second. And for now is nothing else but to search for a GPS signal and get the sat fix and get up in the air, because I have installed enough, but I just simply didn't install any VTX or even camera on it, because you know the thing, if you don't install a essential plane, you know, they can't demolish or get destroyed on a, let's say, unintentional landing. So yeah, we are in good moods, and unfortunately these planes will get down again in one or more pieces. Hang on, this is exciting. Huh? I'll take a final look at it, because it's really good. And there's another shout out I have to do. A shout out to the guy who made this for me, who printed this stuff. It's Michael. Michael, this is your work. And yeah, we had our trouble with getting it in shape, but you made it and you managed it. So if anybody else wants such a plane, go to your friends who are able to print and are routine to do so, because I am not routine to do so. So asked him for help, and that's nice. And he helped me out, and I will help him out. So yeah, Michael, this is a special shout out for you. Vielen Dank. Back to the plane, still shiny. Yes, you know, I said I wanted to change the prop. You can see the mark here from the glue, and I decided not to because who knows? Technically, I laminated the elevators and I put the elevators on true neutral within INF2. So we made it mechanically. I only took 2 screws, and yes, thanks for all the hints of all the screws beneath. You know, I changed it. I changed the stoppers to make the screw go inside instead of looking out. Thanks for that, for the hints on that. Yeah, yes, you can see no HD camera today, and only this dot here. And yeah, well, the other Grom is already calibrating and hunting satellites. I will go to get my gear and get the same system ready. Hang on. Okay. Okay, I said. Okay. Okay. You can see I even still got this. Did you hear that? Still got the screw, and well, the nut just fell in. No, I don't. I'm not allowed to say that. Like here. Let's see if I can get it back in. I didn't glue it. It held on tight lightly in the last tries I had. So yeah, you want to have a look inside before we crash the thing? Yeah? Okay. Well.
Not allowed? Yes or no?
I don't know. How do you feel about doing auto launch, mate? You wanna do an auto launch on that? Or should I just toss you like I used to, and you just break hell loose with it? Anything else special to dance? Yeah.
Over the head?
Over the head.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Then we will launch the first one, and we take a look at the insides. After that, in my plane. Thumbs pressed, mate. Guys, have a look at this. We will toss this now into the wind, down the hill, and I want you, all of you, and also you in the back, for the thumbs, you know? Right. You ready, mate?
Yeah. Fell off, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay. Still flying. Yes! For those who are not native to the German language, 6 amps, 100 kilometers an hour. Well, that's efficient, I guess. I don't know if you can see this. I can try to zoom in on that. Holy moly! Who would have thought? So, PETG one overload. Well, it flies! It flies! Congrats, mate! Awesome! Yeah, we will toss mine in a second. No, you're actually quite here. Yeah, fine. Oh, that's this wide way. Ooh. Wow. Yes, we landed. Well, let's have a look at the damage we may have caused by doing so. Okay.
It's a bit of damage.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's due to the harsh landing we had here because it was spinning around by itself because it's set on the one side. So yeah, the one part of the elevator is gone. There's the next part. Very well. Did it fly well?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's sounds well, remember this PETG, this is not PLA plus. Having said that, we'll tell you something about filament and the resistance to when you land on, well, unstable grounds like here and end up tumbling up in the grass and the bumps. So it has not the best impact on PETG. But it flies. It flies. It looked beautiful. So next up is the other one in PLA plus, and let's hope I can manage to do this line of sight and get this bird in the air. Ah, that side is lovely. Well, back to that. What I did promise you. I did promise you have a look inside the Grom before we, well, try to land this one too. What? What is that? Battery pack. And the plate. Yeah, we had some damage. Anyways, back to this. I've opened up for the hatch here, and you can see I've stuffed it with where's the focus? There it is. With the 4S 6000 amp battery, without any further balancing with the LED or something. Inside you can see Matic F405W MN. In the rear you'll find a PLA S ESCs capable of doing 45 amps. Well, what do we have more? We got servos. This metal gear. Blue Jay? No, didn't manage to do Blue Jay on. Honestly, I wanted to, but you know, I'm finished. Yes, no, you're not finished. You have to finish. You have to do stuff, and you get nervous, and you never finish. Back to what I wanted to show you. The servos are metal gear driven servos, MG92Bs, and on the rear we have Emax 28, this time I pronounced it right, 2807 with 1700 kV and a gem fan flash, a 6x4 prop. Well, yeah, let's see about that. The elevators look like flimsy. That's because of me, but not because of others. We can have a look. Well, this will do. This will do. Still not sexy, but I told you. We'll first do this one sexy after it has flown and it has landed in one shape and one piece without getting the plastic bags, of course. Anyways, we will launch it now. Running Express LRS, by the way, still 3.0, not 3.01 or something. Fresh components, fresh EP1 in it, and the PETG BN180, which is glued in from the inside of the hatch here, of the fuselage. Anyways, I will shut down now and get it on and hopefully starting. So, let's see. That brutal sound. And now don't push the nut out, you will simply regret it. Okay, we got a GPS fix. It's good. Okay, hatch is secured. Let's see if we can hold the balance with the battery. It should be a bit nose heady in my case. Where's the point there? There's the spot. Okay. Looks good. It's good to have a good wingman who reminds you of what to check and what not to forget. And so he did. So yeah, it's in balance, and thanks for that. It's pointing downwards. Looks good. Oh, okay. This one we didn't test. Will it work right? Down, it should pull up. We haven't stabilized now in horizon mode. Left, looks good. Right, looks good. I guess looks good. Back to acro mode. And now that's the point where you can place your bets. And honestly, I could tell you something, but then I had to beep it out in the video. So now we will launch it. That's it. That's it. Well, dear fellow.
1 minute.
Yeah, so. Hello.
One.
So while we're waiting, some person with dogs passing by. If you don't want to scare dogs or animals, so yeah, we're waiting and prepping the camera. So yeah, we have some technical issues as I am, but as I will try to fly manual, this is perhaps not the best idea, but we'll give it a try. Wish us luck. Okay, you ready? Yeah. Wo ist das Problem?
Oh, das ist viel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the hell is up with it, but it flies. So yeah, who would have thought? Try if you can do a little flyby here.
It's beeping.
Yeah. So, first of all, we should try to land it. And as we learned with the previous flight, it likes to glide. Forever and forever. Now we got people coming up here, so this is a bit hard to land, although I will give it a try. Or perhaps we should circle once or twice until those are gone. Where's the HD camera when you need one? Ah, blinded by the light.
Not too slow.
Not too slow, right.
Stall.
Okay, coming in for landing. Hopefully. Glides forever. Down. Something fell off. Something fell off, but we landed. I'm curious what fell off this time, but it flew awesome, like the PETG one, and it's hard to land on this terrain because you can see it's quite bumpy and you have down the flat surfaces. But there it is, it turned around, and oh boy, hopefully nothing went too wrong. Yeah. Okay, I can see a part at the end. Oh! Have a look. It is the bottom skid. The plane itself is okay, but you see, that took a bit of damage and ripped off. The rest of it, it's disarmed now, seems good. Ah, some wires inside, come on. Don't look at me like this with a smile, this grin on his face, but you see, it must be something, yeah, just ripped off here, see? Not too terrible because you can just glue it on again and it should save the prop, but actually the prop should save this one otherwise. Some grass here. That must be the one that ripped with yours, because it came in here and, well, anyways, so anyone, well, let me turn around the camera. Anyone making this stunt like we did, I see. Okay, we found another weak spot in this landing because it has opened up the wing part. So yeah, just have to glue it on again, I guess. Not so bad after all. Yeah. Good catch. Would be awesome to start on this. Back to what I wanted to say. If you have such a terrain like we have here, then it's horrible to land on because it will spin because it's pretty fast. And at the point it spins, you can see the elevators and the wings have a little option to get some grass or something in. And if that happens, it will just be stuck on that and rip the elevators off. And that's apparently what happened to the other one. But aside of that, okay, a wing came loose. The thing ripped off. Okay. Guys, it flies. Who would have thought? Spasiba. Mixing up languages. Sorry. And now, I don't know what happens now. Are we satisfied with the results? Are we? Are you satisfied with the result? Flying this? Wingman? He's not saying anything.
Wet shoes.
Wet shoes.
It's cold outside.
Oh, come on now. Don't be a
Getting dark.
Yeah, and watch this sunset. We should be up there, mate. But we are test flying some things printed in PETG and PLA plus, and yeah. And we came down here in one piece. Well, more or less, but you know, you got the point, right? So I'm happy we made it so far. And what can we say? What is the judgment, the verdict on this? Are 3D printed wings so bad?
Printed again.
Pardon? What? You have to print it again?
Yeah.
He comes to the essence for himself. For me, it's more like I didn't assume it to fly so well. I was wrong. I judged it wrong. And for those of you who seek a confirmation on this is good or this is bad, well, it depends on you, honestly. For me, I can say it will do. It will do as long as I can land this plane safe and don't get too many bumps in the way on my landing. It didn't have FPV on it, but it flies pretty good. It was really, really nice. I took the INA 5.1 defaults and didn't change on that because I don't know how. Couldn't see it. Well, Wingman is just detaching the battery and I'm thankful for this. And yeah, there's another one. That's the thing we have to learn, I guess. Every time you come down a bit harder, things will loosen up and, well, go.
Telemetry lost.
Yeah, so it's telemetry. But other than that, anything else impacted in there? Bad issues?
Flight controllers loose.
Yeah, that's no big deal because I was crappy gluing it on in a hurry. Well, this light, guys, we should be flying here. Have a look. Yes. We're packing our stuff, getting back together again what we brought here, and let's have a look at the battle damage. One destroyed. elevator here, part of the elevator, and ripped off battery mount, and a tail fin that ripped off, which is totally clear because it turned sideways. You know, when it turns sideways, then it will push the forces into the fin and simply rip off. And of course the wing came loose. I will have to glue that in again. And yeah, the battery mount is loose as well. Okay, guys, this is a debriefing, and we will take a closer look on how and in what shape the Grom is after the landing I did, which I didn't record on camera, sadly. But you saw the other landing, and you see you come in gently in a high speed, and if you have a bumpy terrain like we had, then things are getting a bit awful. Anyways, first of all, what happened? Well, the fuselage did hold up to the task, and unlike the PETG version, survived. Of course it did. What it didn't survive, on the other hand, was the fin. That's the lower fin, which simply broke off due to the impact or the forces on the fin while, and that's the biggest problem I can find. It's coming in so fast, it's going in so hot that you turn, you will just, if this is a plane, then you will turn to left or right with the belly, and with that all the forces go against the fin, and it just can't stand the forces there and will break. No big deal, we can fix that, just glue it on again and we're good to go. Others than that, well, yeah, that's not directly a Grom problem, but you can see here, can you see it here? Here you can see it. That's part of a wing. You get the inner part and the outer part. The inner part is the one with the servo. And I seem, and that must be my problem, to have glued it so badly that it opened up during the landing. And I don't know if this is visible here. You can see it's got quite dirty through, as I mentioned, the wings getting into the ground and turning the plane. Also, no big deal. A big thing you can circumvent is to close the connection here. You can see you have a gap here between the elevator. I can catch it. Yeah, I can focus it. Between the elevator and the wing. The case is that you turn into something and the wing will go into the ground or something else. And the grass and other stuff will catch this carving here, and just do whatever it can to use the force against the elevator, and it will rip off or it be destroyed and just split apart like on the PETG version, like you saw. There's big stress on the elevator as it lands, because you really get the forces here. The wing itself takes it gently nice, aside of if you glue it like as badly as I did. But that's no big deal. That's nothing that's ripped off. That's just a thing you just glue together again and you're good to go a few seconds later. Okay. What do I have more? Yeah. As mentioned in my version of my build, this could be mine. You can see my hinges, they just got loose. Loose as F. This one is good, this is not so much. No big deal, just glued back on, everything is good. This wing held up to the task, I would say. That's the part where the servo is in here. That's no problem. No, this is okay. Yeah. See, the belly got a little dirt here and there. That's no big deal, that's okay. That's okay. So, if we look at it from the other side, then there's something else, and that's my problem, because you can see I didn't secure this only. This carbon rod got really stressed, and that's the one which the loose hinge here, and yeah, it's splintered. Simply just went through this, and that's okay. I can change that. Normally I would do something like a shrink tube on the end so it can't splinter like that and everything is good, but there has been some forces here that really kicked in here and made this rod go through this, so you have to secure that. On the other side, no such damage, everything is good. yeah, no such damage. Well, let me show you the insides. What happened inside? I don't know. Well, inside there's nothing bad to mention as we look at it, but I guess the plate for the flight computer came loose. That could be my problem, as I maybe didn't fasten it as good as I should. That's nothing to talk about. That's my fault. But we had in both planes that the battery pad went off. So yeah, either way, it went off, but perhaps we have been too lousy gluing it together, and an idea we came up with was to do it with U-Hoop instead of with CA, as CA seems not to live up to the task when 4S2P 6 amp hours battery will move while deaccelerating from 100 kilometers an hour to 0. Well, other than that, nothing. Well, launch was uneventful. You saw this, and I didn't hit the horizon mode because I was flying out of sight. We don't have so much content. I don't think we have content at all, but we'll see about that. And if we have, we'll show it. But I can say yes, damage is reasonable for what I did and what happened to it. Would you have the same problems with the foamy? Perhaps your elevators would have been blown away, right? Would the battery pad would rip off? Hard to say. I don't know. I don't have a strict Goblin to compare with. Would the fin in the belly have ripped off? Certainly yes, because the problem is the same on the Strix Goblin. And yes, you can make it heavier, and yes, you can do anything else with it, but this is still PLA Plus, and PLA Plus will break as the force moves on. Other than that, it was good. It was a good flight. It flew awesome. I was happy with it line of sight, and landing it is a hard job because it simply won't come down. And you'll have to watch the terrain where you land, because when you got bumpy areas, then this will tear you apart. Keep in mind, it's not as flexy and bendy as foamy, but it will survive the most things, depending on how you treat it and how you get it to land. And we are new in flying a Grom, a printed plane, and certainly we could do better next time. So yeah, my fuselage survived the fuselage of my Maiden with PETG. I call it the Coke bottle. It didn't cope so well with this, and we'll have to retire soon. So yeah, is this good? I don't know.
I was about to tell what I think of it, and I think this will do. For me, it will do. I don't have a 3D printer, but I got friends who can help me out with that. And if you have some guys who can help you out and are willing to help you with this, because it takes a hell of a time to print this thing, this is an option. But prepare yourself. This is not a foamy. The foamy will be easier to maintain over time and keep you in the air for certainly longer. But on the other hand, you'll have to pay horrible fees for spares in case you go down. What is it with those 3D printed planes? Can we trust them? Can we fly them? And I say yes, we can. We have to learn and adapt on how to handle this and how to treat them. Because you can say it's after all just a piece of plastic, but it flies and flies efficient. So maybe this is good, maybe this is bad. You have to decide for yourself. For me, I know, and I will certainly talk from a wingman too, we are going to fly this further and see where we end up. And hopefully we end up in this marvelous sunset. Have a look. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. The actual nice voice will come in a second, and be seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome.